This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so let us open our project. Right, so this is a project we have created, ZEPM underscore project. Right, so under this we have created one entity with some properties, and we implemented what two steps. One is get entity and get entity set. Get entity set is for querying multiple records, and get entity is for querying what single record. Now we will see how to implement order by OData capability, order by query option, or we call it as what OData capability, order by the query option, dollar order by. So what is the purpose of this order by query option? It is used to sort the data in the given order. Okay, it is used to sort the data in the given order based on a field. Okay, right. So if I open this project and let me go to that method. Yeah, if you go to the runtime artifacts in the data provider extension class, what is the method for querying multiple records? The product set underscore get underscore what entity set, which we already implemented. Product set underscore get underscore entity set. So in this method, we already done the implementation for querying what list of what products. So if you want to consider the order by what capability, we must use this particular parameter. What is that? IT underscore order. Okay, we must use the parameter IT underscore order. Okay, which is of type what? Internal table T underscore so and so. IT underscore order is a parameter that we need to consider. Okay, done. Yeah, so let me just modify the same code. So I'll open this class in what editable mode. Already we have redefined that method. Let me double click on this. Right, so this is a method. So what is my requirement now? I need to write the logic for what? Order by query option. So it's almost same. We have to get the list of what products. How we are getting the list of products? We are calling the function module bappy underscore EPM underscore product underscore get underscore list, which will return the internal table containing what product details. So what you have done earlier, we are looping that particular internal table and we are mapping it to the return internal table type. What is the return internal table here? ET underscore entity set. ET underscore entity set is the return internal table. Okay, so now what we have to do is we need to implement the order by functionality. So the code remains same. Somewhere at the end here, after mapping that into return internal table, what is the parameter which will carry that order by information? There's a parameter what IT underscore what order, okay, which is of type what internal table. If you have T here, you have to understand that as what internal table, IT underscore order type so and so. So let me double click on this. Yeah, when I double click on this, it's a table type. The sorting order, it's a table type associated with the structure what S underscore mgw underscore sorting order. When I double click on this, yes, it contains two fields. What is that? Property and order. Property is of type string. Order is also of type what? String. Okay, property and order now done. Let me go back. So what I'll do is I'll declare a work area based on this IT underscore order. So somewhere here I'll say if what is the parameter? If IT underscore order is not initial, Okay, if that internal table is not blank, okay, so I need to write the logic for what? Order by class. So I'll say here logic for order by query option. Logic for order by query option. I'll say data w underscore order. Data w underscore order like a line of what? It underscore order. Data w underscore order like a line of it underscore order. Done. So it's an internal table. So let me read it. Read table it underscore order, okay, into w underscore what? Order. W underscore order. What are the two fields just now we observed? Property and what? Order. No? Let me double click once again. The two fields in this work area is what? Property and order. Property and order. Done. So here I'll say read table it underscore order into w underscore order with key property is equal to, okay, with the key property equal to, what is the property? Entity property in our case, product id. So with the key property equal to product id. Done. Then I'll say if size of bars is equal to 0, if the read is successful, okay, if the read is successful, okay, then yeah, I'll say case w underscore order hyphen, what is the other field in this internal table? Order. Na? Case w underscore order hyphen order. I'll say when what? When ascending, okay, when ascending, yeah, what is the final internal table? Et underscore entity set. So I'll choose a sort statement. Sort et underscore entity set by what? Product id. By product id. Then I'll say descending when descending, I'll say et underscore entity set. Sort et underscore entity set by what? Product id. What I'll say? Descending. Then I'll say end case. Then here I'll say end if, and then again I'll say what? End if. Done. That's all. This is a simple logic. Let me cross check. So this anyhow we know. Up to this we know we are mapping the data to our final written internal table. Then at the end I'm writing the logic. If it underscore order is not initial, I'm what? Reading this particular internal table, it underscore order types on. So done. With key property equal to product ID, then yeah. Let me just execute this, then I'll debug, then you'll understand it clearly. Activate this method implementation. Go back, activate this, it's activated. Regenerate the runtime artifacts. They are successfully regenerated. Let me maintain it. One second. I'll put the breakpoint. I'll also put the breakpoint here. Yeah, maintain it. Then I'll launch the gateway client. Done. HTTP method is get done. Okay, entity set. So as of now, I'm not passing any order by information. Okay, I'm not passing any order by information. So it has to query all the records in the default sorting order. Yeah. So I'm just not interested to debug this. I'll say F6 or I'll say F8. Done. If you see here, ET underscore entity set has got how many entries? 116 entries. So, and if you see, since I have not passed any order by information, IT underscore order is what? Blank. It is what? Blank. So, if condition not satisfied, so I'll get the data in the normal order. I got the data in the normal order. What is the order I got? First, I got HT-1000, then I got HT-1001, like this. HTF1001, HTF1002, like this I got. Now what I'll do is, here I'll say, how to use the order by class now, see, product set, give the question mark and say dollar order by, okay, dollar order by is equal to, okay, I'll say what, product ID, I'll say product ID, and I'll use what, DSC, which indicates what, descending order. Okay, dollar order by equal to product ID, descending order. Execute this. Yeah, again it is stopping in that method implementation. So if you see this internal table, as of now it is empty, so I'll say F8. Yeah, so if you see this ET underscore entity, it has got 116 entries. So if you see the data here, what is the first product ID here? HTFN 1000, 1001, 1002. So I think by default it is retrieving the data in what, ascending order of what, product ID, ascending order of product ID by default. So if it is not initial, yes, what is this IT underscore order? I'm passing one order by field now. What is the order by field I passed? Order by is equal to product ID, and what is the order I give? DAC. So if I double click on this, you can see what is the property I passed, product ID, and order I gave to what, descending. Okay, product ID and what, descending. Done. So if it is not initial, the rest of the logic is simple. I am reading this IT underscore order into W underscore order. So if you see W underscore order hyphen what, property, and then W underscore order hyphen what, order. Okay, as of now both are blank. So when I read it, what is the property I passed in the order by field? Product ID. And what is the order I passed? Descending. So when ascending or what, descending, control goes to when descending. Now I am sorting that internal table based on what, product ID in descending order. I am sorting it based on descending order. I am using the addition what, sort statement I am using with the addition what, DAC. So it is going to sort. It might have sorted. Check this. Yeah, you can see I got it in the descending order of what, product ID. This other part is simple. So if you see the result here, I got the data. See the first product ID here. First product ID is something PF1000. Earlier I got what, HT-1000, all those. So now I got the data in what, descending order. Then I got something MSK 999, HT-9999, HT-9998, HT-9997, like this. Okay. Now here, one important thing here. Suppose, let's say, let me go back to my method. 1 second. Now I'll do a small change here. I'll just maintain it once again. So here I'll say product set. Try to understand. I'll say question mark. What is that? Dollar order by. Dollar order by is equal to. Okay. What are the other columns in my entity? Product ID, type code, category, name, and description. Okay. So I'll say name now. Name followed by what? Description. So what is the order by field I'm giving now? Name. The order by field is name. When I execute, Okay, that I'm not interested in this. Yeah, this is important. So this is ET underscore entity set. By default, the data is in what ascending order of what product ID. Ascending order of product ID. Done. Now IT underscore order I am passing. What is that property name I passed? Name and what? Description. Sorry, name and descending. Name and descending. Okay, done. So now if you see here, hmm, what is that W underscore order hyphen what? Property. W underscore order hyphen what? Order. What is the property I'm passing in my request? Name na? Oh, sorry. Because size of ours is what? 4. My read is failed here. Am I clear? Because I wrote the logic saying that read table IT underscore order into W underscore order with the key property equal to what? Product ID. So I'm hard coding the property name in my code now. So this code will work only if I pass the order by field as a product ID because I wrote the code like that. I wrote the code like this. Okay. So what I have to do now, my agenda is not now. My code should work irrespective of the order by field. Whether I pass property, whether I pass type code, whether I pass category, name, description, whatever it is, it should work. Okay. And apart from that, what is the other thing I have to address? I may pass multiple what order by columns. Okay, so I have to enhance the code in such a way that what is the enhancement I have to do? I have to enhance the code to identify what order by fields dynamically. Understood? I should identify the order by fields dynamically, and also it should work for what multiple order by fields. Multiple order by fields. So let us do the necessary changes. So I'll just go back here. Let me make a copy of this code so that I can send the mail. I'll just copy this code. Okay, this is the logic for what single order by field and what order by and what specific what order by field. This code will work only for what product ID because we wrote the logic in such a way that here we are reading what with the key property equal to product ID. But my code should work irrespective of the order by field. So let's see what is the enhancement I have to do. Okay, so before I do that, any questions in this part, please ask me. Any questions? Multiple order by fields and how to identify the order by fields dynamically, I'll do it now. Apart from that, any questions, please ask. Okay, so let me modify the code in such a way that we should able to identify the order by field dynamically. Okay, and multiple order by field. So let me do the changes here only. I'm just removing the breakpoints. Yeah, once again, call function. This code will remain same. We are getting the list of products and we are mapping it to a final internal table. Yeah, done. Up to this is fine. So here, this is the logic for what logic for what order by query option. This is for what? Single order by field. Okay, single order by field. Single and what? Single and what? Specific order by field. So this is a logic for what? Specific order by field. What is it? Specific order by field? Directly I'm hard coding the property name what? Product ID. Now I need to write the logic. So what is that? Logic for what? Order by query option. This is for what? Multiple what? Multiple and dynamically identifying what? Dynamically identifying what? Order by fields. Dynamically identifying order by fields. Done. Okay, so here let us write the code. Yeah, we can write the logic in 100 different ways. Okay, we are ABAP consultant. I can write the logic in 100 different ways. All the scenarios you have to address. Okay, one field, yes, I may pass ascending order. Another field, I may pass in what descending order. It's my wish. Okay, yes, the logic should work for what? Any kind of requirement. The developer should control that particular logic. So first of all, what I have to do is I need to identify what? Order by fields dynamically. So what I will do here, uh, the first step is I need to retrieve what? Order by fields dynamically. Order by fields dynamically. So how to identify that order by fields dynamically means if you go to the signature of this method, in this signature there is one request object. Somewhere you'll have one request object. Yeah, you can see there is one importing parameter IO underscore tech underscore request underscore context. IO underscore request underscore context type ref2 means it is the object of an interface. Anything starting with IF, we have to understand that is what? Interface. So there is one parameter which is the object of what? An interface. Okay, there is a parameter which is an object of an interface. Okay, done. So let me double click on this interface. If you go to this interface, yeah, in this interface, there are many getter methods. There are many getter methods. One of the getter method is get underscore order by. Okay, get underscore order by. What is the method here? Instance method. So how do we access instance methods? By using the object of this interface. What is the object of that interface? It is available in the form of what? Parameter. What is the parameter name? IO underscore tech underscore request underscore what? Context. So if you double click on this interface, this is a method I need to call instead order by what? System query option. What is that? They get dollar order by. Dollar order by. Okay. So I need to call this particular instance method. Let me check the signature of this. What are the parameters of this? Good. It is returning one parameter. Okay, it is returning one parameter of type what? Internal table. Again, we have T here. Na? So if you have T, you have to understand that is what? Internal table. So what is the signature of the method? This method, it is having one returning parameter of type what? Internal table. Okay, so let me double click on this internal table. It's a table type, nothing but internal. What is a technical order? It is associated with the structure what? S underscore MGW underscore tech order. If I double click on this, good. Okay, it has got some three fields. One is property, another is property underscore path, another is what? Order. Okay, so property path, and order. So three fields are there. Remember property underscore path, and order. So what I'll do is I'll declare an internal table of this type because I'm interested to receive this, so I'll just declare the internal table of that type. So here I'll say, see the logic here. Data what t underscore order type what so and so. Let me declare the work area w underscore order like line of what t underscore order. So I declare an internal table and what work area. So what I have to do now, I need to retrieve the order by fields dynamically. Okay, so if you see the signature, let me try to call that method. What is that method? Get order by. Get order by, which is a method of this interface. This interface object is what? IO underscore tech underscore request underscore contact. So let me refer to this interface name. One second, let me copy this. Control C. Yeah, what is the object name? IO underscore tech underscore request underscore context. Remember. So I'll go to pattern, ABAP objects pattern. Done. What is the object name given by SAP? IO underscore tech underscore request underscore context. This is an interface name, and browse this. There are many getter methods. One of the methods is what? Get underscore order by. Get underscore order by. Done. Returning becomes what? Receiving. So it returns the internal table. Na? So I'll say t underscore what? Order. T underscore order. Done. Okay. Now I'll say if t underscore order is not initial, if t underscore order is not initial, let me write the required logic. One second. I'll save it, check for the syntax error, activate this. Done. I'll directly put the breakpoint here. I want to check what is there inside this t underscore order. Okay, so let me activate the class. Regenerate the runtime artifacts. Then it's regenerated. Now let me execute this. Right click on this. Else what? Maintain gateway client. I'll say hello. Done. This is my entity set. So as of now, I'll give only one order by field. Question mark. What is this? Dollar order by equal to what? The name and also what? If I don't give any order, it will by default take it as ASC, ascending order. So I'll choose what? Descending. Done. Execute this. What is the order by field I give? Name. What is the sort order I give? Descending. Done. So if you see this t underscore order, as of now it is blank. I'm trying to call that method get order by. So when you call that method, good, it has got one entry. What is that entry was here? Good. Property is what? What is the name of the property? Name. Property path also it is the same thing. And what is the order I give? Descending. So I'm able to identify the property name dynamically. Done. Working fine. Working fine. Okay, okay. Now I'll say fix. So I have not yet written the complete logic. I'll do one thing now. Here I'll say order by I'll say what product id as what ascending, and what else is there was price, price is there, not there, description is there. Okay, so I'll take name as what this description. Okay, so I'm trying to follow this combination. Okay, so let's see recognize or not. So I'm separating with what? Comma. I'm separating the order by fields with what? Comma. Execute this. Yeah, t underscore is 0. I'll say F6. Good. Done. I got two entries now. Are we getting that? Good. Product ID. What is the order ID? Ascending. Name is also what? Descending. So I'm able to get the information of the order by fields dynamically. So how to get it? By using a method called as what? Get order by. Now we need to write the rest of the logic. Hope it's clear up to this point, everyone. I'll implement this method. Alright, write the required logic now. Yeah, if t underscore order is what? Not initial. If t underscore order is not initial, okay. Okay, acha. If t underscore is not initial, so this internal table might contain either one order by field or it might contain multiple order by fields. Am I clear? We don't know whether the consumer has passed only one order by field or multiple order by field. So what I'll do here is, if t underscore order is not initial, I'll say extract what? Extract the order by fields. Extract the order by fields. Second, I need to extract the order by field. So this might contain either one order by field or what? Multiple order by fields. Okay. So I'll say loop at what? T underscore order into what? W underscore what? Order. Into W underscore order. So this might iterate either one time or it might iterate what? Multiple times. It might iterate either one time or what? Multiple times depending on the number of order by fields. And loop at t underscore order into w underscore order. Okay. So the thing you have to write the logic here is, the logic you have to write is, if you directly know the field name, what I can do, what is the final internal table which are returning here? Et underscore what? Entity set. This is the final internal table we are returning the et underscore entity set. So earlier I directly what I wrote, sort et underscore entity set by product ID. So if you know the field name, I can directly pass. So here what I'll do is I'll say sort what? Et underscore entity set by what? I have to give the dynamically recognized what? Order by fields. Okay. So what I have to do is I need to consider one table type. We need to consider one table type which is available in our ABAP dictionary. One second. I've got a SC11 and go for data type. Forgot that. Let me check. ABAP underscore sort. I'll say F4. ABAP underscore sort. Yeah. What is that? ABAP underscore sort order underscore what? Tab. ABAP underscore sort order underscore tab. What is that? Displayed. Yeah. What is this here? See? It's a table type. So basically an internal table. Table for what? Sort itab by. Understood? In the brackets, I need to give that. So to dynamically identify that, we have to go for this table type done. What is the work area? ABAP underscore sort order. It contains some fields. What is that? Name, the name of the component by which to sort. Then descending. What is this descending? Character of one. Sort direction. X means what? Descending. Space means what? Ascending itself. And then something called as AS text. Okay, done. So name and what? Descending. Name and descending. Okay. So what I'll do is name and descending. No? What is the internal table type here? ABAP underscore sort order underscore tab. So I'll say I have to extract the order by fields. So let me declare that internal table here. Data what? T underscore order type ABAP underscore sort order underscore ABAP underscore sort order underscore what? Tab. Done. I'll declare a work area also. W underscore order is already there. So T underscore sort order. Also W underscore what? W underscore sort order. Sorry, W underscore sort order. Like line of what? T underscore sort order. So I declared an internal table and what? Work area. So what you will do with this is I'm looping it. Done, 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 done. Okay. Hmm. What are the fields in this? What are the fields in this? Property and order. Huh? Already we have seen that. Let me cross check. Property and order is that none. Property and order. So keeping this in mind, see the logic here. Property and order, no? Done. So I'll say W underscore sort order, W underscore sort order hyphen name equal to understood because what are the things you have seen in this? What are the fields available in that? Name, descending, name and descending are the two important fields. Name and descending. So I'll say W underscore sort order hyphen name equal to W underscore order hyphen what property W underscore order hyphen what property. Okay, property and okay order. Then assign it to name done. Then what I'll do, what is the other field in the W order? Order no. So if W underscore order hyphen order is equal to what descending. If it is descending, what are the other fields in this? Just now we observed one is name, another is what? Name, another is what? Descending. Name and what? Descending, which is character of one. So I'll say here I'll say W underscore sort order, W underscore sort order hyphen what? Descending equal to what? X equal to X else also W underscore sort order hyphen descending equal to what? Space, nothing but ascending order. Done. I use space. Then also what? End it. Done. Then also append W underscore sort order W underscore sort order to what is the internal table declared here? T underscore what? Sort order. So I'll say T underscore what? Sort order. T underscore sort order. Append W underscore sort order equal to T underscore sort order. That's all. I think it will work now. Yeah. Next, what I have to do? Sort the final written internal table by what? Dynamically identified order by fields. By dynamically identified order by fields. Done. So here what is the logic here, right? Sort. What is the final internal table here? Et underscore entity set. The final internal table is what? Et underscore entity set. Yeah, this is a final internal table. So I'll just sort et underscore entity set by your sorted order internal table. So I'll say here by sort what? T and et underscore entity set by if it is a static field directly I have to give the field name. Now I have to give internal table by what? By what? T underscore what? Sort order. That's all. By T underscore sort order. That's all. I hope it will work. Let me check it. Save it, check it. No errors, done. Let me cross check once again. So initially we wrote the logic for what? Single order by field and it's a hard coded order by field. Means this logic will work only if you are passing the order by field as a product ID. But the consumer might pass. Means I should write the code in such a way that I should be able to sort based on what? Any of the field given by the consumer. So I need to identify that what order by fields dynamically, and the user might pass what multiple order by fields also. So how to get that particular order by fields information? We have one parameter which is the object of an interface. In that interface, we have an instance of the what get order by, which will return me what an internal table. So I'm looping that internal table and I'm assigning that order by fields information to what an internal table of type what abap underscore sort order type, and then I'm sorting the internal table. Let me debug this. I'll debug. I'll put the breakpoint here. Then I'm putting the breakpoint. Let me go back, activate this. I'll regenerate the runtime artifacts. And they are regenerated. Let me try to maintain. This is our gateway service. I'll choose the entity set. So here as part of this URL, I need to give my order by field. So what I'll do here, I'll say, let me try to give multiple order by fields. I'll say question mark dollar. What is that? Order by equal to what? Product ID. Product ID. I'll say this as something what descending. I'll say this also descending. Because by default here it is ascending. No? So price is not there. So I'll go for name. Name what? Descending. Done. Product ID descending. Combination of what? Two fields. Done, 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 done. Okay, I'll remove this. Let me check what happened. It should take it as what ascending, I think. Let me check. Will recognize that or not. Execute this. Done. It is going there. Okay, so if you see this T underscore order, okay, I'll say F6. Then I got two entries. So if you see T underscore order, product ID is what? Descending. Good. Name is what? Ascending. So if I don't give the sort order, it will take it as what? Ascending. One second. Yeah. So product ID is what? Descending, and name is what? Ascending. Working fine. Now I'm what? Writing the logic here. If you see this T underscore sort order, as of now I'm looping this two times. I'm looping. Yeah. What is the first order by field I gave? See this? Okay, let me check this. This is name. This also I'm interested. Yeah. What is the first order by field I press? Product ID. Okay, so I think I gave it as descending order. Done. So I'm setting descending to what X. Done. It will append that to what T underscore sort order. One field is appended. Done. Again I'm looping. What is the next sort order? The order by field name. What is that? Name. What is the order I gave? Ascending, I think. So you go to else part. It will say descending to what? Space. Again I'm appending. Done. So only two times it will iterate. That's it. So if you see T underscore sort order, it has got what? Name, product ID. Is it descending? Yes. Name equal to what? Descending is what? Space, which indicates that it is what? Ascending, which indicates it is ascending. That's all. I'm sorting it, sorting this internal table. So if you see before sorting, if you see this internal table, what is the data available here? See, HT-1000, and what is the name? Notebook Basic 15. HT-1001, Notebook Basic 17. Okay, now I'm sorting it. Okay, so when I say sorted, it might have sorted. Check that. And it sorted. Yes. Okay, it is sorting on the combination of what? Product ID and what? Name. Product ID and what? Name. That's all. that got the data. So this is a way to what recognize order by fields, what multiple order by fields, something like this. Hope it's clear to everyone. Any questions in the code, please ask. How do you moment see? How do you know any concept in ABAP? By learning only, no? By doing R&D. No one will tell us to use this what table type, to use this class, and you'll do some kind of R&D. Here also same thing. What is our agenda? Okay, when I'm using the sort statement, when I'm using the sort statement, there is no particular place where I can go and what check that. Okay, so you have to do some R&D. You have to refer to the examples, all those things. Okay, you have to Google. So if you see here, agenda is what you have to use a sort statement. How to use a sort statement? Sort your internal table by that sorting field. But the sorting field is not static. Sorting field is what dynamic. Okay, so how to get this table type information? It comes only by experience. No one will tell us that you have to use so and so table type, all this you have to refer to the examples. If you want to learn any concept, you will not know by default. No, you will learn it. How do you learn it? By doing what? R&D. So that is the way. There is no particular place that I can go and search. Right, Abhishek? So how do you know? It comes only by what experience. So what I did is that's why even I forgot the name. So what I did here, I just what is that? I think I closed it. Here what I did, I forgot the complete name, but I know that they start with what? ABAP underscore. 1 second, please. 1 second. Yeah, sorry. So see here, even I forgot the name. So what I did, but I know that starts with what? ABAP underscore sort. Therefore, I'll say ABAP underscore star. Okay, I'll say F4. I'll search for what table types. So you can see there are some things here. A table for sort I tab by. Okay, you have to follow all these conventions. I'll say abap underscore start tab. Anything else I'll get? Search for table types. Yeah, there's something called as what abap underscore offset underscore tab. It's in. Again, we should check what is this. What table with offsets to extract the portion of the string. For the substring functionality, we have to use this particular table type. So it will come only by experience, Abhijit. There is no particular place that we should what go and check. Done. So how do you search means see how we should know how to use a sort statement. How to use a sort statement? You'll say sort what internal table by what? Sort internal table by what? The field name. This is static. This is static. But what I want to sort it on multiple fields. Means what you will do in a normal ABAP, we can do it. What you will do by field one and what by what field two. This also we know. But here I don't know what are those sorted fields. So what you have to do, you have to Google and say that sort with dynamic fields. So let me check whether I'll get any information. I'm just trying in front of you only. Let me check whether I'll get it. Okay, so I'll say Google sort based on what dynamic what fields in a map. Let me check. Sort dynamic internal table. How to sort a dynamic internal table. Hmm? Dynamic sort and dynamic internal table. Okay, so we have many examples here. Okay, let me go to this one. So we have to do R&D. There is no direct thing here. Okay, so they give some blocks are there here. Any information I will get anywhere. Sort I tapped and this is again static only. See, good. See, look at the sample at the end of the sort item. A syntax like or see sort itab in the parentheses you have to give it. See. O tab is a what type here? A back underscore sort order underscore tab. So this is the way you have to do R&D. Am I clear? So I understand. I know this sort statement how to use. Okay. So this syntax anyway we know. But here what is the agenda? I don't know the field names. The field names are recognized what? Dynamically. So what is the syntax? It seems the syntax is something like this. What is this OTAB type? I came to know when I Google it. Okay, I understood that OTAB type is what type? Above underscore sort order underscore tab. So based on the basic things which we know, we should do the R&D. Hope it's clear. Any other questions? So what I mean to say is, I mean for querying multiple records, I have to implement which method product set underscore get underscore what entity set. So when the request is sent to this method, we don't know how the URL will come. URL might come without order by field, or URL might come with order by field. URL may come with multiple order by fields, and we don't know what are those order by fields also. And URL might come with what? Multiple query options. As of now, what I did here, I used what? In my URL, at the end I said what? Dollar what? Order by. Dollar order by. But going forward, what I'll do, I'll write the logic. Order by field here. Okay, order by field here. Okay, then as part of this only we have to use what? Dollar top like this. Again the consumer might pass what? Multiple query options. So our code should address all these things. A consumer may use a what URL without any query options. A consumer might use a query option, might use the URL with what multiple query options. So as of now, my logic will work only by what? Order by. The logic will not work if I use a combination of top. So again, I have to enhance the same code. So by using the dollar top and dollar skip, we can get the required data. See, can we filter the records in the testing means? Yes, not in the testing. Okay, here, where is it? Let me maintain it. Okay, so here I cannot filter. I cannot filter based on the data. Okay, based on the data. If you want like this, you are saying that you want only HT-1001 and what? HT-1002. So what I have to do? I have to pass what? Yesterday we have seen how to get the single product. Now if you want to get the multiple products, how to write the select statement multiple products? Normal thing I'm saying, select from what? I tab. Okay, select from I tab. You'll say what? Where? Suppose customer number in what? What value 1 comma what value 2, value 1 comma value 2. Like this you'll write the select statement. Now if you're comparing with set of values, we'll use what? In operator. Okay, so here also select. If you are comparing with single value, you'll say where customer number equal to what? That single value. When do we go for equal to? When you're comparing with exactly what? Single value. When do we go for in operator? When you're comparing the select options, or when you're comparing with the ranges, or when you're comparing the set of values. Okay, So let's say what we did here, if you go back to that implementation, what is the method we have written for that? Yeah, here if you see, not this, sorry, I'm sorry, not this method, the other method, product set underscore get underscore what entity. So here you can see what is the logic I wrote. There is a dedicated function module. There is a dedicated function module where we are passing what? Product ID. Okay, this function will take only what? One product ID. And what is your doubt now, Matsudan? You want to pass set of values. So I cannot use this particular function model. Am I clear? I cannot use this particular function model. It is ruled out because this function model will take only one product ID as input. What I can do instead of using this function model, so if you go to this, sorry, product underscore get underscore detail, I cannot use this function model because it takes only what? One product ID as what? Input. It takes only one product ID as input. So what I'll do now, since I want to pass more than one value, I'll check what? Get underscore what list. Can I use this? Yes, I can use, because in this you can see we have what? Select parameter product ID. What is this? Range table for what? Product range is what? More than what? One value. So I need to consider this parameter and I need to modify my logic. So by using the dollar filter, I can pass what? Multiple values. So probably in the tomorrow's session, I'll cover that. Okay. Yes, I can filter based on multiple values, but here since I'm using the function model, in testing we can't use. See, this is in testing we can't do it because we are. It is going to return me the code coming from what? The implementation. Here I cannot restrict it. Okay. Here what you are trying to say is, yeah, when I execute this, I'll get the list of what? All the products. So here you want to filter my data only for what? Set of values. No, I cannot do it because I have not written the code for that. I cannot restrict it here. You have to control the logic in the code itself, not in the URL. Okay. So what you are trying to say is you want to pass something like this. Sorry, what is that? Yesterday what we did, we have passed what? One value, ht what? 1001. So for this, it will understand that it has to execute the stuff what? Get and it will filter it. But what you are saying here, you want to pass what? Set of values. So for that, I need to address that in the code itself, not here. Okay, what you are trying to say is you want to send the URL like this only. You'll going to get the data like this, but you want to display only those two records. No, it's not possible. Not possible through testing. It is possible if you have implemented that logic in the code. Then I can restrict it here by using what? Dollar filter. Dollar filter. There's a query option called a dollar filter that we'll discuss in the coming sessions. Any other doubts in this? In order by class? So, what I am trying to say is we should write the logic in, we should implement the method in such a way that it will work for either single query option or multiple query options. Okay, suppose if you take order by only, the consumer might pass the request without order by class, consumer might pass the order by only one order by field, consumer might pass multiple order by fields, consumer might pass multiple order by fields plus other query options. Like we have many query options going for a dollar top, dollar skip, dollar inline count, like that our code should work for all the kinds of what requests. So after 1 week or so, what we'll do, we'll write this, we'll keep on what, right, implementing the same method with a different kind of logic so that it works for what? Any kind of what? Requirements. So for each query option, we don't have a separate method. For all the query option, the method will be only one, but you have to control in the logic. So that you'll understand once I cover multiple query options in the next 2-3 days. Done. So I'll stop. Yeah, Devishish, what is the doubt? You sent one message. Yesterday's notes I have not prepared. I'll send it today. Okay. I didn't have the times or not, but I think I've shared the recording with everyone. I've shared the recording, but material I have not sent it. I'll send it today. Material and the recording I'll send it today. Recording I sent it to everyone yesterday only. Chalo then. So I'll wind off. Tomorrow we'll see other query options. Chalo.